This is exactly how I became easily disciplined. That's going to be the title of this video, and let's dive straight into it right now. So, first off, I'm actually going to take that back and say that discipline is hard in a certain context. Let me explain. I have a few personal experiences that I've gone through, and then by the time you watch till the end of the video, you're going to learn the healthier mindset that will actually make discipline so much easier and so much more enjoyable so you can achieve your fitness goals and beyond. Let's do this. So, one of the first things that I can think of personally for me is actually not fitness related. Is actually was when I first started my online fitness coaching business. This was back in 2022. And I remember having a time of that year where I was burnt out. This was really scary, and I didn't even realize it. It was about 5 to 6 months in my business where I was working like crazy. I was working literally every single day, and I didn't let myself have fun. Like, I intentionally told myself that I shouldn't be out partying, having social time, or anything else because I need to work on my business. That mindset was so unhealthy. When I even talk about it, it's really scary that I actually thought that way. And I would say one of the biggest reasons why I thought this way was because of hustle culture at the time. I was really deep into self development. I still am, but in a healthier way. I had a lot of people that I looked up to where I only saw the highlight reels of them telling you that you need to work so hard. You need to grind. If you're an entrepreneur, you need to grind. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I want to grind. I'm an entrepreneur. So I tied that into my identity. And I thought that what I was doing was right, even though it felt so wrong. And during my burnout, I genuinely felt like life was, I did not want to, it wasn't suicide, but it was like I didn't want to repeat the next day. Like the next day, I was not looking forward to the next day because I was not enjoying my work anymore. I was still a very good coach and I was doing the right things in my business. I was still talking to people. I was still coaching my clients. I still got my clients amazing results. But I felt like a workaholic that didn't know how to have fun. So that was that. I was super, super disciplined, but I wasn't enjoying the discipline. I wasn't enjoying the reason why I wanted to become disciplined was so that I can live a life that I really like. I wasn't enjoying that. That's why I didn't enjoy my life at that very moment. Now, another thing is fitness. So, when I was in my worst shape of my life, I was 195 pounds. I was close to 200 pounds. I'm 5'9". So, I was about 30 pounds over the recommended weight of a healthy weight range. I had a lot of body fat. I was drinking a lot. I was working out here and there, but I didn't really care. In my head, I was like, if I'm eating whatever I want and I'm working out, then I'll just call this dirty bulking. I'm building muscle, and I was building muscle and a lot of strength, but I was gaining so much body fat and I was getting drunk. And honestly, for me, it felt like a net positive. I was like, wait, I just need to lift heavy and then I can drink and have fun and be super social. And that was exactly what I did for a few months. And that was fun. That was very fun. I enjoyed my time at that time. But then it got to a point where I just got so fat to my own standards that I was done. It was starting to not become a net positive. My lifestyle and dieting was starting to be something that was not making me happy. And at that moment, when I started to eat healthier, to track my calories, it was very hard because I was not used to being in a calorie deficit. I was not used to the slight discomfort I was feeling when I was eating the number of calories that I was supposed to eat. I was seeing results. Don't get me wrong, I was seeing results, but then it felt like it wasn't worth it. There were so many times where I relapsed and just screwed over on the diet and started all over. There were so many times. But the moment things finally clicked was this one thing. And this is the lesson right here, guys. This is what you guys came here for. I just had to provide a little bit of context. So with those two lessons, number one, me burning out during my business. And for you, if you can't relate to that, that's fine. Use this in your own story. If you feel burnt out when you're in school, if you feel burnt out when you're in college, if you feel burnt out with your job right now, if you feel burnt out with something that you're actively pursuing, that's the same thing, burning out, feeling like you don't know if this is the right path. Okay, that's number one. And the number two, for fitness, feeling like it's hard to be disciplined. It's hard to do the right things to get the results that you want. Here's the one shift that I made that made discipline so much easier, and I was getting the results and actually enjoying the results and enjoying the process to get there. It's removing friction. Remove friction. What I mean by this is, for discipline, you do not need to add anything. You just have to do the bare minimum things that move the needle the most, and then literally subtract everything else that is not helping you towards your main goal. What do I mean by this? For number one, with my business, what I had to do was realize that I just needed to work on the most important things in my business, and then everything else I can do within moderation. So with that, I lifted the psychological trap I put myself in. I was doing what I was doing, working, and then when I finished that, I actually allowed myself to have fun. And because of that, I was able to enjoy life more while being more balanced, and actually I got even better results with my fitness business because I was enjoying life. I remembered the main reason why I started in the first place was to help people get in shape, but also to live a life that I want. So my results in life and my overall happiness and fulfillment shot up a lot higher. When it comes to fitness, this is really key for you guys. You want to remove things that are making things super hard for your fitness results. Remove the junk food. Remove the negative people that are not helping you or encouraging you for your fitness goals. This requires a little bit of reflection and what's that word? Accountability for yourself. This is the part where I might lose some of you guys. But I say this because I care about you. If you really want to get in amazing shape, you have to start pointing the finger at yourself and asking yourself, what are the behaviors that are really messing you up? What are the behaviors that you know deep down are something that you really don't want to carry forward? And it's going to be hard because you've been doing that for so long. But once you can name that and you start removing the negative things, removing the friction, you're basically removing, it's like, let's say you're running a marathon And there's one person who's wearing, okay, this is summertime, okay? Let's say it's 80 degrees, very hot outside. You have to run 1 mile. There's two people. One person has like 5 winter jackets on them. The other person only has a shirt on. The person who has the 5 winter jackets on is going to struggle along the journey because he has all the 5 winter jackets on that are totally unnecessary, and it's 80 degrees out. You don't need them, and it's weighing him down. Versus the other guy who is just wearing a shirt. That guy is more efficient. He's moving with ease. He's in alignment. He's lean, not physically lean, but lean in the way where he's efficient. He's only wearing what he needs to wear. He's not adding all these things on. Most of you guys, when it comes to your fitness, have those jackets on that are unnecessary. Those jackets represent the comfort that you have with your diet, the alcohol, hanging out with friends that make you feel good. But then when you guys are done hanging out, there's nothing else. Like, you're not really building with these people. If you guys really want to level up and you guys care about self-development, the first step is getting your health in check. Get in shape. Especially as you get older, you're going to want to wish that you started today. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. As you get older, getting in shape is going to be a little bit harder. The reason why you want to get fit and make it a priority before everything else is because when you're fit, you have so much more energy. You have vitality. You can think clear. Your confidence is crazy high because you keep the promises that you say to yourself, that you're going to go to the gym, you're going to eat a little bit healthier. You build internal confidence, and external confidence is a bonus. You look better. You're more in shape. Your body represents how disciplined you are, how much you can handle, how resilient and tough you are. So going back to the 5 jacket analogy, remove the things that are holding you back just for 90 days, just for a small season of your entire lifetime, because you want to focus so much more of your energy with getting in shape. And for me, what I had to do, this was very tough. I had to audit my relationship. I had to audit my friends and family. I had to audit my behaviors. I chose to not drink. That was hard for me. I loved drinking back then. Bud Light, slamming Bud Lights. I got the best buzz from beer, not from liquor. It was hard for me to make those sacrifices. It was hard for me to give up on my fast food and junk food tendencies. But what pushed me through it was knowing that I wanted to get in better shape, but also to be proud of who I was, because I was actually doing the things that I said I was going to do for the better version of me. And guess what? Here we are now. I'm the better version of myself. And I don't say this to brag. I say this to inspire you, because true fulfillment as a man is doing the hard things that you know is going to make you a better guy in the future. Your future wife wants you to be stronger internally and externally. Your future kids, God, yourself. All right? That's that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.